Hi, Wes. How are you?
Doing well. How are you,
Good.
Kia?
Good. Thank you. Thanks for coming on this call with me. Wes, you are part of Advisor Architect working with your dad and also Matson and Cuprill. No, I'm sorry. That was your
Money and Clarity now, but yeah,
Money and Clarity.
formerly Matson and Caprell.
We actually did helped you with the rebranding for that. So Money and
Yes,
Clarity. It used to be MNC Matson and Cuprill, and now it's Money and Clarity. So it was a smooth transition to the new brand. Um,
sure was.
and part of what you had wanted to do, you had contacted us a while ago because you wanted to create a speaker like package for your dad to speak on stage to generate more leads. And we had suggested instead of doing a folder with like a bio sheet and a sales letter, which is perfectly fine, we said, well, why don't you do what we call a power zine, which is a magazine, but it's more strategic. It's very direct response focused. It's got strategic ads, call to actions, focused on your services and products, and really building authority and credibility. And you guys love that, and so you put one together. It was, I believe it's a 16 page power zine.
Correct.
Yeah. And you had an idea for it to, rather than just write content like expertise content, to put success stories in it, stories of clients that you had helped, of financial advisors that you had helped go from, go reach seven figures or more and beyond. Incredible stories. So I wanted to talk to you about that because you actually had a very creative way of using it as a lead magnet, and you got some amazing results. And I was very curious on what exactly you guys did on that. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. So, like you said, yeah, it evolved over time. So, I have you to thank for that. It was the original, let's just do a media kit, but that's boring at the end of the day. So, I'm glad we did the overall power zine where we did the 4 success stories and then we had advertisements for all of our various programs. So, it's not so much, okay, what is it that you do? It's all of the descriptions of those programs and then how they benefit. We decided to start using it as a lead magnet instead of just a piece in our shock and awe kit. And overall, the results were really, really good. We actually started using it first with Financial Advisor magazine. We offered it as part of their white paper advertisements. And I want to say we hit our lead goal within the first 2 weeks. And they said that is spectacular results. I think it was like 200 within the first 2 weeks. So it was immediate.
So this
Seeing
was an
those.
online website that you placed ads. Okay.
Correct. Online website with just a few banner ads and then emails that went out to say, hey, we've got a new white paper for the month. That's how they do their advertising.
Mhm.
And it was very, very quick. And we got a lot of good calls out of that. I think we converted a couple people into clients. So the results there were fantastic. From there, I realized,
What did those ads say? Like, were you using headlines from the success stories? What were you putting in those ads?
we were, yeah. Perfect example would be, and if you want to put images here within this video, that'd probably be a good idea. We used Ryan Fleming's success story, The Pilot's Advisor. I think Upward Trajectory was the title of that article. We used that as the titles for each of these different ads.
Okay.
And worked beautifully. A lot of people liked looking at it and saying, okay, how did this guy go from 10 million to 100 million?
Yeah.
That usually speaks volumes for financial advisors.
Perfect.
So that worked quite well.
Okay.
Realizing that it worked really well, I'm thinking, okay, we actually have something here that we can use for other advertising as well. So when that campaign ended, we decided, let's just test this out on Facebook, just do an image of the cover with some short copy about, you want to learn the success stories of our programs. We pulled out all the advertisements from the digital version and just used the success stories. That one alone in just a few weeks also brought in like 250 leads.
Amazing.
Very, very quickly.
Amazing.
So overall, and within a month, that's 450 leads.
Yeah.
In a month's total time. So couldn't be happier with the results of it.
Wonderful. And it was those results focused headlines, those results that those financial advisors were getting, and you put that in the ad. And if you want to know more, they would click through and download that success story. And then was there like a follow-up that says, hey, if you want, the full version, which was the full magazine, to then do another request for.
Yeah, we hit them with a follow-up campaign. I can't remember exactly what those emails were off the top of my head. And then from there they get dropped into our overall nurture. So you get to know us pretty well. You know
Yeah.
our language that we use in those emails. So yeah, that was the main focus of it, is just following up with them after that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What were you doing before for lead gen? Like before you hit upon this?
Before this, we were using a short form video sales letter type approach where it was short ad video of dad talking. For those on the video, Dan Cuprill. And then that led into a landing page with a sort of longer form video sales letter. And then they get dropped into a campaign. The results were nowhere near the level that I think we would have wanted. I think what was so powerful about the cover of it is, I'm looking at the Profitable Advisor cover right now. It's just the messaging that's right there. Rather than listening to a video, everybody's seen that now. Unfortunately, early on, Facebook ads are the new great thing. Now everybody gets flooded with them all the time. So I think, having the magazine as the ad was far more powerful than a video of somebody nobody's ever heard of, and you got to sit there and listen to them talk, rather than just be able to click on it, download it, and see the success stories. Back to what you were saying earlier, success stories go a long way, and I'm glad we did that with this. Rather than speaking to features, we said, okay, here's the end results, the future that you can gain from our program, and that worked well.
That's right. I love that. Yeah, it gives them a picture, puts them in the picture of what they can expect to see, and rather than pitching them, or like you said, telling them about the features. So it is very powerful. Well, I
Absolutely.
really love how you use this. It was really creative, and it rather than give them the whole magazine, piece it out to give them the story, and then say, hey, if you want more, there's more here. And that really, it's small steps of commitment to work with you.
Correct.
Do you have any results on conversions so far? I know you said you put a pause on it while you made some changes, but
Yeah, I'd have to go back and remember who exactly had converted with us on that. But yeah, for the moment, we are paused. So I'd have to get back to you on those numbers.
no worries. I'm sure
But
that conversion will come down the
it
road.
will. And our
Keep it
biggest
pause.
focus is on building that list. From there, things start coming in. So it may not be a direct conversion that we said, okay, it was the Power Zine that brought this person in, but we want to grow that list, grow the overall audience. And for that, it has been extremely successful.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, if there's any financial advisors who have practices who are watching, how can they get in touch with you to get that Power Zine or get some of those stories?
Absolutely. Best way to contact me is Wes, WES, at advisorarchitect.com.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Wes. I really appreciate you explaining this and helping others hopefully get the same results.
My pleasure, Kia.